Hello, welcome to Little Arrow Soaps. Today we are going to be working on some bath bombs. Just trying to tidy up some of my packaging I just took off here. It's Bath Bomb Month. We're less than a month away from Comicpalooza. It is looming ever closer and I still have so much to do. But hey, that's what it is. So, tonight we're going to do 3 bath bombs, 1 prize bomb and 2 standard. We're going to do Kirby, Dragon Balls, and the TARDIS. And we're going to start off with Dragon Balls. So last year in our Dragon Balls, I used bouncy balls that I had imported from Japan. And I was like, these are amazing, they're perfect. They were too squishy. All of them broke. I was very upset. But this year, I found Dragon Ball keychains that are firm and they won't fall apart or push my bath bombs apart. So here's hoping that they're better. They already seem better because the bouncy balls had 1 through 8, which my understanding of the lore is there's only 1 through 7, and are we wet? It might be wet. I don't think we're wet. Yeah, so if there's 8, it's probably super bootleg. Not that any of them are like super legit. It's definitely still bootleg, but less bootleg. So, we'll see how these guys do. I have much more faith in them than the bouncy balls from last year. So, we shall see. Okay. Bring the press up a lot higher because we were doing small stuff yesterday, or flatter stuff. And we've got our topping spoon. And let's see. No visible cracks or stress. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And we'll just keep going. Putting these as close to center as we can. So these are scented with our orange chili, the same as our Ghost Strohs. So it's a nice orangey, refreshing blend with a little bit of that chili kind of crisp at the end. Totally skin safe, no worries with the chili. Totally bath safe. That definitely makes for a really good smell. So we'll be using this mold for both the Dragon Balls and Kirby. Last year I tried to see which Dragon Ball was in which Dragon Ball and painted accordingly. This time we're doing it random. I have mixed up the keychains as best I can, so should have no idea what we're getting. Which is half the fun of the mystery bombs, or the prize bombs. You're new every time. It won't be nearly as exciting. I was definitely exposed to Dragon Ball Z as a kid, but I never really watched it. It's kind of a boys' show, whatever that means to you. Got a little moisture on the outside. No gamba though, this is not for gambling. Yeah. I watched it, but I don't remember it at all. Yeah, I know some people who are into it are very passionate about it, and I really appreciate that for them. And we like to cater to fandoms that people care a lot about, so I am more than okay with doing that. I think my circle is starting to show some signs of where the edge is starting to crack a little bit. But hey, I've had these molds for a while. It's around the same time I was watching Pokemon. Yeah, that's when I was watching Sailor Moon and other random things on Toonami. Those were the days, man. Tried to get into Cowboy Bebop. Was definitely too young for it at the time. Did not find it enjoyable or get it. But I've been told many times I should try it again as an adult. So, maybe at some point. That was the introduction of Teen Titans, Tenchi, which was one of those harem ones I watched because my friends watched it. It was weird. Cardcaptor Sakura. Yeah, Cardcaptor Sakura. Magical Knight Rayearth. Briefly. That one was a little gory for my age and school sensibilities. But we tried it because Sailor Moon liked it. So self-referential comics, trying things out. A few of my friends were really into Fruits Basket. I'm not familiar with that one. It's my understanding. Now, I was handed a manga and told, read this, you'll love it, and subsequently did not. It's about these boys who meet a girl, but all of the boys are animal shapeshifters for some reason. That's about the extent of my knowledge. I know it was big and it ran for years, and there's mangas about it, and whole crazy fandomness. There's even like cafes in Tokyo dedicated to it still. It was a big one, but never one that I really got. I found the harem ones to be annoying Why would a bunch of girls fawn over a single guy? And the guy was always a bumbling idiot, too. Some people don't know what else to write about, I guess. Yeah. There's also basically just the joke that there is technically an anime about everything. So you can come up with a random plot and there's probably an anime that's already done it. So you gotta be creative, I guess, or crazy. Less than 1,000 to get Grim a bully. We've had bad storms here the last couple days, and Grim has been not pleased with the storms. So he would appreciate a snack. Today it was bad enough that even our bunny was hiding. He just recently came out to start eating and hanging out. You know it's bad when he's out, 'cause nothing bugs him. Ad break. Already? I suppose. Accidental ad break. That's okay. We'll live. Sorry, whatever you're saying. It happens. It's not too bad. But, yeah, so I have my work half day tomorrow. Though it's not really a half day because I have to go to stupid mandatory or a required but not mandatory training about emotional health. And I think it's our manager projecting her own grief on us, and I don't want to go. All of our interpersonal problems at work would be solved by one thing, currently. And she keeps going on vacation, so probably not going to happen. Unless it happens the other way, which she's been there 13 years, so that's probably not going to happen. Required but not mandatory. So basically, you don't have to do it, but if you don't do it, it will be considered a point against you on your review because you did not participate in extra learning. And she's like rescheduled this thing twice because not everyone went the first time because everyone thought it was stupid. But I am debating on whether or not I will be well behaved for this event because I asked my coworkers who did go to the first one. They're like, basically it's like respect other people and normal things like that we've gone over a million times and should be obvious, which apparently it's not because she feels like we need this again. And I've been through enough therapy and through enough interventional conversations to call bullshit on pretty much everything. And I'm feeling like being a pill and convincing Clarissa that she shouldn't invite me to these kinds of things anymore by being not mean, but challenging the person. Much in the same way that I got my high school Bible teacher to start crying. Start making them question their own arguments. It's really fun to do, especially when you know how to do it well, and I do. I do really, really well. And Clarissa's onto my bullshit, because she knows when I'm being somewhat sarcastic. But this new person might not, because I'm really good at it, so I don't know. My boss's father passed away, not necessarily unexpectedly, but sooner than hoped last year. And we're coming up on the anniversary of his death, and I think that's why she's like micromanaging everyone lately and doing all these like personal growth challenges. So, I don't know. If she's trying to go on that journey, great for her. I did that journey like 10 years ago and don't need to go back down that road, especially not in a work environment. I don't think that that's the forum through which to have your self-growth epiphany. Once again, my first live test rolls in Nat 1. I mean, at this point, you're a statistical anomaly, Zulu. I think I got one more. Rolled a 5 for my curse. See? It's back. It wasn't really gone, it was just teasing you. It's like, hey, wait, guys. If he thinks he can roll really well, he'll start rolling more. And then we'll get him. Beautiful. Perfect. All right. I'm all done with my orange. I'm all done with my Dragon Balls, which good. I have more for later in the season conventions. So I'm going to fold that box up and pass it along. We're going to clear up our space briefly, and then we'll get started on Kirby. I'll take that 19, I guess. So it took you 10 rolls to roll something decent. No, I had an 11 and 14 mixed in there somewhere too, as well as the second one. I wouldn't quite consider the 11 a pass either, to be fair. I mean, you're rolling against a curse, so that's instantly rolling with disadvantage. No, it's not. Well, if you're rolling to break a curse about rolling, I feel like it would automatically be a disadvantage. It feels silly if it's not. Kirby! Okay. Give these a good rub down. Oh yeah, so pink. I know, I probably went a little crazy. I know Kirby's very subtle in his pinkness. Decent. Re-sweep my whole space. Only to do it again in a second. Okay. Majority of the orange is wiped out. If we have a little bit on the first one, that's fine. Well, let's get pressing. It's been raining so much, I made all of my stuff a little wet to balance out the humidity. Protects it a little bit more. So it's feeling pretty good. All right, let's load them up. And then, of course, Kirby is bubblegum scented. Nice and sweet, just like I'm sure he is, until he decides to suck on your face and turn into you. But he's so cute. How can you not just love the cute little chubby bubblegum face? Tenner's at it again. No, I kind of like that one. I mean, it does fit. He is sucking faces, I suppose. Okay. Dust that down a little bit. Starting to get water leakage at the edge here. I'll smack it a couple times. Are we getting water out? A little bit. Not much though. Smash it more. No, more smashing will not do us any favors. But I think it may almost be time to get a new one of these. Because the edge is where I'm getting that seepage. So I'm wondering if it's trapping water inside. Hello, Midnights. Okay. What have you been up to, Midnights? You weathering these storms okay? The bubblegum and the orange smell so good together. I love it. I see Tenner's asleep again. Yes, indeed, Tenner is having its own opinion on things again. But that's all right. No one can be perfect. The borking! The borking is better than the cowering. The intense thunder and lightning today had our boy quite afraid. He's not a fan of the big loud noises, but he's been doing better, and we're keeping an eye on him. But now it is definitely time to bark at all of the neighbors. I need to grab another paper towel. Yep, indeed. Lots of borking. Gotta make up for not borking during the storms. Got quotas to meet, you know? Very busy borky boy. Yeah. Leave that off to the side. Scrapey. So I had a little moisture coming on that one. So we'll make sure this is the bottom. And then we'll make sure that these are drying out properly the rest of this weekend to see how'd he do with the thunder the past couple days. Not great. Not great. He didn't crawl into bed with us at all, but I don't think it's been that bad at night. Sometimes when it's really bad, he'll come and bug me to crawl into bed and just be held, because he is a giant baby. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Perfect. important neighborhood business afoot, apparently. All of the Borkins. Hello, Lady L. Hello, Miss Aldana. It is nice to see you. Crumbly, crumbly, crumbly. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. Hope you're all right. Hope things start feeling better. Oh yeah, allergies are bad. They're always bad. They're always allergies. The allergy gal in my clinic, she's always like, oh, this is high, that's high. It feels like nothing's ever low. I have debated about making a second batch of Kirby, because the last time I made Kirby, he sold out right away. And the second time I made Kirby, he sold out pretty quickly, except for the one Angry Kirby. Nobody liked Angry Kirby. I don't blame them. It was kind of a weird looking one. If you have any honey, that helps a little bit. But yeah, the Mucinex helps so much. Allergy meds too. Cannot say how much my quality of life improved when I actually started taking like a daily allergy med. Did not realize that I had that bad of allergies. Made a huge difference. I have cough drops with honey in it. Good. Yeah, honey is a good expectorant. Gets all the crud out. Yeah. Okay, moving right along. UPS man is making deliveries. Oh yeah, the dreaded UPS man. Just the worst. We cannot suffer the UPS man to be in this cul-de-sac. Nope, not at all. UPS man, Amazon man, cannot have it. Just unwelcome. How dare he make deliveries to this cul-de-sac? I legit came home and passed out in full work clothes minus shoes and socks. Ugh, I hate when I'm not feeling that well. That's the worst. He gave me my Genie flippin' cup. Yeah, he may have, but still, we don't like the UPS man at this house. All the Borkins. A little more moisture coming through. One time, I was working for a caterer and it was near Christmas time, and I was the only person who could decorate cookies that the boss actually liked the cookies of. So I one time worked a 20-hour shift and then went home and was expected to be in at like 7 a.m. the next day. And I just sat on the couch like, oh, I'm just going to relax for a minute. And then I woke up at 3 in the morning to my parents waking me up. And they're like, you should go to real bed. And I'm like, Okay, I'll set my alarm later. And my dad's like, no, set it now. Did that for a couple weeks, right around Christmas. Rough times, but made some good money. Good problems to have in the business around the holidays. I've learned lately I'll set my alarm later as a recipe for disaster. Yep, I'll set my alarm later as it's not currently set and it's not gonna be. I'm too tired to set my alarm. It's probably a red flag. Yeah, that's a big red flag. Zulu, do you want to come in and mix up my next batch? Because these are going a lot faster than I was expecting. I'm getting good at this whole thing. So I'm getting fast, I guess. Plus, these aren't too... well, I mean, you did run an ad like 30 minutes after we started, so... Heck, we might not need a painting stream tomorrow. Maybe we'll just do some painting tonight. Or we'll keep the stream shorter. I don't know. We could make some salt. The fragrance oil for Dune came in. Want to do that? We haven't made salts on stream before.
Okay.
So my salts, so I have salts to make. I always need unicorn.
So liquid goes in, mix, and then citric acid.
Yes. Gloves are over here.
You never know.
You never know. It's mostly the acid slowly eating away your nail beds is why we wear it for bath bombs. I've been taking cough syrup, so that does help. I think what saved me last night was before I went to bed, I took some cough syrup, and it was not too bad. It was not that bad. Yeah, I am a firm believer in the NyQuil. I'm a firm believer in the extra strength, not the Vicks one. The Vicks one tastes worse than regular NyQuil, which is impressive on its own.
You can't be sick if you're in a coma.
I used to love their ads. Will you sleep like a baby? No. You'll sleep like... And then they'd insert funny anecdote of what kind of thing you'll sleep like. And then, of course, 4chan came back and was like, you'll sleep like God during the Holocaust. Because that's what 4chan does when it's not being anti-Semitic. Yay, 4chan! And other places on the internet that are just cursed. There you go, Graham. Aww. I've got Zulu working for me right now. Make sure it looks like the dry powder is kind of all mixed in. And then, yeah, the whole thing.
Well, it's mixing or...
Yeah, put it up one level. Because the motor will get tired on that level with all of that. Brushy, 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 brushy. Moisture. Moisture is the enemy of bath bombs.
There's some big chunkies in here.
Big chunkies is okay. The citric acid will break up some of the big chunkies.
Now I'm starting to see why you always make such a mess over here.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to keep that area clean and be effective. Alright, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 Kirby's and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, wait, is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 12 of each.
Do you need to roll for your camping ability?
Huh?
Do you need to roll for your camping ability over there?
No, they're not lined up as nicely as the Kirby balls are, so I was like, did I count that one twice or not? The answer was
what kind
no.
of consistency are we looking for here again?
So hold it over the bowl and press your thumb into it. If it instantly cracks, then it's too dry. But it should feel more like a wet sand consistency. Kind of like a give and then crumble. What do you think?
Just a tad dry? That might be okay. I don't know.
Yeah, let me come and
Okay,
feel.
see here.
Yeah, it's a tad dry.
Okay, so we're okay.
A glug.
That's a good glug.
Good glug.
I'm sorry all this is happening off screen. I'm trying to figure out the... Okay, I'll remove right there. That's cool.
Yeah, now give it another mix.
I'm trying to figure out the logistics of having another camera here or like a kitchen camera or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. Because we wouldn't use it that often, but when we would use it, it would be nice. But we wouldn't use it that often, so yada yada. But yeah. So, we're done with the Kirby's and the Dragon Balls. We're gonna make some TARDIS, which I need to see. I should have something that will fit in there. Push it down further. That'll work. Because they made these way too thick last year. They were massive, way too massive. Was not happy with it. It's closer though. Blood.
Glug.
Hi,
More
Grim.
of a gulp
Than a glug. Yeah. There is some practice to the gluggings. Pull these away from the edge a little bit so that they're safe in the dry room. I've got these ready. So these will be thinner than last year because last year's were massive bricks, like almost the whole size of this. And that was just way too big. So we're gonna do smaller this year. And that'll allow us to make more of them as well because I'm only putting one recipe on this. I understand that Doctor Who is very popular, but we don't know enough about Doctor Who to talk about it for long periods of time. So the less we have it at our booth, the better. But we want to be able to service those who do love Doctor Who because it's a big fandom.
Bring Mr. ADHD to use with us.
We should.
Okay. This feels better. What do you think?
That looks better. Yeah, it gives before cracking. Perfect. I shall take that. Would you mind taking these guys to the dry room?
Certainly.
So, went with vanilla scent on this year. Last year I did vanilla and Earl Grey tea, but that was a little on the nose. I did do vanilla though because my understanding from Hoovians is that one of the doctor's favorite foods is fish fingers with vanilla custard. And I don't think a fish-scented bath bomb would do very well.
No. It'd be fried fish, right?
Don't take both hands, just dump it. Get it? Well, yeah, but fried fish and custard. Like, my understanding is he dips it in the custard. I don't know. He's an alien that has decided that Britain is the best representation of human culture. So we're going to leave most of that one alone. Thank you, Zulu, for mixing things for me. All right. So for this bath bomb, we have our bottom piece that clips in. And then we're gonna fill this about halfway, give or take. You can always recrumble and see how we like it. A little more than half. A little less than that. I want it to have enough to press and be structurally sound, but not so much that it's the world's largest bath bomb. Itchy boy, do you need medicine? All right, Zulu's back in the control room. We are back making bombs. Seems to be working. Okay, the back is good. Let's get a board on here. Bully stick! Okay, that's not too bad. Look at that good boy. Om nom nom nom. Perfect boy. Best boy. Alright, press down the details to make sure they stay. But I like this thickness much better than last year's. And that looks thick enough to be stable, so we're gonna leave it there. Yeah, there's our little call box. And let's do it again. again and again and again. Well, I'm going to go back to bed. Aw, go back to bed, feel better, get your sleep, get your rest in. Feel better. I got Friday off. Oh, that's nice. Especially when you're not feeling good, it's nice to have a day where you just don't have to. These bombs are always just a bit bigger than the actual mold, so makes it a little harder to put them on a backboard. Delicate little things. Yeah, I'll probably only do one round of these this year. Not my favorite bomb to work with, but they were the first to sell out last year. You love what you love. To be fair, they were huge and there were 8. True, they were huge, and true, there were 8 of them, but still, they were the first to sell out. And I think being coy with the Grim Gets Farty, Grim gets a little more than farty. It starts at farty, and then it goes to explosives. Luckily, we found a few brands that don't do that to his tummy, but yeah. Still a little close for comfort sometimes. See if I fill just a tiny bit more, if it's gonna give me less trouble with those edge. Oh wait, no. That's a paint container. Yeah, it's a paint container. That's what I'm using. And it's working. So. Aha, there's the magic amount. Perfect. And again with the patting. Okay. So, Zulu, pull up our production list. I know I wrote all the salts on there. I was going to do the 4 elements of Avatar, which are part of our staple collection. I was going to do the spice from Dune. And then Bluey. Oh, and Pickle Rick. That's what it was. Never mind. I guess you don't need to look them up because I remember them all now. So I think I got the sense in for both Bluey, oh, and the Winchesters. That's right. I forgot about the Winchesters. Shouldn't do that. The boys are good. The scent is still coming in for the Winchesters. It should be here soon. So we'll start with Dune and maybe Bluey tonight. Pickle Rick will happen. See what our timing looks like after making these big bombs. So the pickle one we'll just call Solonia. I mean, that is a deep reference, but if they get it, they'll get it. Or what did they call him? Like there was that the thing they called him while he was the pickle assassinating everybody? Perfect. That was a good episode. That was back when Rick and Morty was still good and not whatever it is today. It has taken a different path. But, you know, a lot of media does that over time. And then, of course, Adult Swim really kind of screwed them over getting greedy. That season was peak of Rick and Morty. Yeah, it really was. What happened to the creators? That happened when the creators went nuts. Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, part of the reason for making Rick and Morty was because everyone told them no. And so they made Rick and Morty and everyone suddenly is like, yeah, let's make whatever you want. And they did, and meh. Never really quite seemed to get the spark back. And I'm all for a show taking like an extended hiatus to really get it right. But it didn't. It inspired Inside Job, though. That was great. Oh, definitely. I think it inspired another way of, instead of everything trying to be The Simpsons and then everything trying to be Family Guy, and then you have things trying to be Rick and Morty, but also taking a cue from Rick and Morty and trying to be more original, which is really, really refreshing when it works. kind of surprised there aren't more South Park clones out there. Yeah, I can see that. I think the way that they do South Park is just too intimidating because of just how insane their production process is. Yeah, it's insane. The documentary about them making one episode is definitely one of my favorite documentaries, but it's insane what they do. It should not work, but it does. And the fact that they can stay so relevant on topic and on current events really is what sets them apart from a lot of other things. And of course, they've all got their bad episodes and their what the hell are you guys doing seasons, but I'd still say that they're better than most. Oh, did you talk about what you mixed into these bombs? Oh, no, I did not. So, in these bath bombs, my supplier got a new type of bath bomb glitter in. And it's this special glitter that when it goes into the water, it's then activated, and it's got glitter and color that only show up when it hits the water. So to this, I added a black and gold glitter, which obviously it does not look black and gold right now, but mixed with the blue, it should look like the depths of space and stars floating around if everything goes according to plan. So, might test out a little of the leftover powder, because there should be some, and see what it looks like. If we have some extra, we need a demo. Definitely doing a demo. I've tested this out just on its own, not in a bath bomb or anything, and what are you doing? And it did a pretty good job, but that was just straight, so I'm curious how it will look in an actual bath bomb. I know you can talk faster than I type, but you don't have to keep proving it. Yes, I do. Consistently. Makes me feel better about my own typing speed. Perfect. Tap the tap tap. Tap 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 tap. Gotta scoot and make some room with these extremely fragile bath bombs. Yay! Okay. We now have 8. So this is obviously going to produce more than last year's. Yay! Alright. Let's keep it going. Record-breaking year. Always. The vanilla is so nice in these. It's a nice, soft, so it's a vanilla bean as opposed to like that cakey vanilla smell, which I hate. I've used it in soap before. It does okay in soap. I feel like you lose some of it just because it's not sweet. And then cold process, probably hot process too, frankly. But the soap process mellows out sweet tones. So anytime that you smell one of my soaps that's sweet, just know it was about 5 times as sweet before it processed. So when you have a not sweet thing that should be sweet, you can't really adjust it sweeter to account for that. Or at least I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But we will figure it out at some point. Or we'll just keep making the vanilla just nice and subtle. Because subtle is not bad. Especially when it comes to flavors like vanilla that can be subtle and delicate and nuanced. A lot of people prefer subtle scents anyway. Yep, a lot of people do. I am not one of them, but hey, some people, we get a lot of requests for subtle, we get a lot of requests for clean, get a lot of requests for natural, all things that actually don't mean anything, but are really up to interpretation. So, did you say a lot of purple? People. No, people, not purple. You and your silliness. A lot of scent is really up to interpretation, so we'll kind of like guide people, but one person's idea of clean might be another person's idea of way too powerful and unsettling, and so, you know, scent is such a personal journey. All right. I think this is going to be our last one, which is going to give us some extra powder for sure. But not a whole lot. So I'm okay with that. There we go. Yep, got a little bit left. So we'll be able to try it out. Do, 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 do. All right. Tappy, tappy, tap, 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 tap. All these fine lines. Some of them turn out a little better than others, but they all look really good when they're painted in the end. All right. Yes, it indeed is demo time. So, I'm going to grab a different container to demo it in because it looks better in a different container. Let's see what. container. And a container of water somewhere. There it is. All right. So, decent amount of bath bomb powder. And let's see, I don't know if it's going to color the foam or if it's going to color right away or if it'll take a second. So we're add a decent amount of water. Okay, that's a small amount of water, but it's going to expand a lot. While that does its thing expanding, I'm going to sweep up a little bit here. Sweepy, sweepy, sweepy. Please don't spill over the edge before I get a chance to stir you down. Alright. Ooh, so much foam. Now you're just gonna keep foaming, aren't you? This is just all foam, this whole container. Yeah. Should I have chosen a bigger bowl? Yes. Did I? No. No, I did not. Eh, screw it, I'll deal with it. So much foam. I see little flecks of the black that have appeared. And the bottom is starting to turn back into water. Zulu, do you want to go grab me a couple of the tin cookie sheets? Actually, I don't need those. I can just dry it in the bowls. Do you want to come grab this and put it in the dry room, please?
Smart, open the door first this time.
Wow, so smart. If you get water on the bath bombs, I will stab you.
I have the whole thing planned out in my mind.
Okay.
I can't even bring this on camera right now. It looks cool.
Yeah. Do you see darker or glitter on your hand at all?
Oh, it's sparkly, all right.
Sweet.
Hang on. Let me bring this back in a safe way.
Yeah, we're starting to go down some.
Okay.
Yeah, come from the other way. It's not worth reaching over.
You can see my sparkly blue hand.
We're definitely getting sparkles. Definitely looks a little... You definitely have some darker coloration than this light blue.
It's not even picking up on the camera that well.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah. Bath bomb! Thank you so much. Why are you so blue? He's always blue.
I'm not. I'm a happy person.
So the black base didn't turn out as black as I had hoped, but it's definitely in there. Just gotta wait for the foam to finish going down so it really shows up. But we can do that. So I'm gonna let the foam continue to settle for a bit, and I'm going to clean out a bucket to make some salts. Right. Raiders! Welcome in! Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to Little Arrow Soaps. We just finished pressing some bath bombs, and we're going to be moving on to making some bath salts. But we were just playing with some of our extra mix here to see what kind of watercolor we're going to get. Because we're trying a new glitter, which is always fun. So let that sit for a little bit longer, and we're gonna start on our salt. So I need my recipe, which is over here. All right. So, what were we doing tonight on stream? What did we do? What kind of fun were we having? Just chilling on stream? That's always fun. Firmly believe. Sometimes you gotta just chill. Alright. I've got a scoop of citric acid. Hey Zulu, I found your trash can. For some reason it's underneath the bar. And we need a scoop of Epsom salts. Which I think are in this one. Oh, that's an empty bucket. They're in this one. So, I'm going to start off with my bluey themed soap or Epsom salt soak. For this, I'm going to need my blueberry, which just came in. A bit of lemon. Blueberry, lemon, blue color, blueberry and lemon, blue color, and I think we need a little glitter and bluey. options do I have out right now? I've got this one. Ooh. Cotton candy glitter is always the way to go. All right. So, for this, I'm going to take 2 cups of Epsom salts. So, one, 2, 3, oh, a little more. And 4. Depending on how these do at the first con, we may have them at the second, but as it's a new product, we're just going to start off with 1 round. A little rubbing alcohol. And then we're going to sprinkle in a little bit of our blue colorant. Trying to go for that bluey blue. I hope you're having a beautiful night so far. Indeed we are. Add a little alcohol to make it stick to the salt. We're just going to use our hand and mix it all up. Breaking up any big chunks as we come across them. I think we're going to go a little more blue. Because it is going to dilute down and we want it to be nice and vibrant. A little more alcohol to get it to stick. Mixing up the salts. All right, there's our nice blue. We're gonna add in some glitter. I'm gonna add in some chameleon glitter. And some cotton candy glitter. These are both water-soluble glitters, so they will dissolve in the water. Takes a while for them to dissolve, but they will. Okay, nice little glitter effect in there. Not too crazy, but enough. All right, now for some of our other ingredients that go in here to make it bubbly and foamy and fizzy. Oh, I need a measuring spoon. No, we don't. Got some oil. Going with avocado oil today. So, in here, we're going to add half a cup of baking soda. And half a cup of citric acid. Then we're gonna add I've raised that to 8 tablespoons, which is half a cup of cornstarch. And half a cup of salsa, which is our bubble powder. Looks like it's time to open a new bag of salsa. So, those fumes are so rough. Let me go grab that, which is conveniently right here. Yeah. Don't breathe in salsa, kids. It doesn't feel so great. Okay. Now we're going to add in our oil. So mix our blueberry with some lemon. And a little avocado oil to top everything off. We're going to very carefully mix these together to kind of start forming a pasty liquid. And slowly mixing in to our actual salt. And this is why I make the salt dark, because we add so many white ingredients that it really mutes it down. And then of course it is concentrated for the bath, so you're not using a whole bag's worth in the bath. You're just using a portion of it. I love this blueberry lemonade scent. It's so good. Make sure I'm getting all the stuff up from the bottom. Mixing everything nice and thoroughly. In the initial mix, there's going to be a little bit of an alcohol smell because we use the alcohol to color the salt, but that will evaporate out as it dries over the next couple of days, and then it'll be ready to go. I'm happy with the glitter distribution. Got a few more clumps to work out, but this is our first salt. Glittery and pretty and fun and kid-friendly, just as blue should be. Perfect. You still get a little glint of that glitter in there. Camera doesn't pick on it quite as much, but that's okay, because it is subtle. You don't want it to be too glittery, because it's not just for girls or boys, it's for kids, or anyone who's a Bluey fan, frankly, because I am aware that there are lots of adults. Okay. I'm going to set this one to the side, and I'm going to grab another bowl, and we're going to make our next salt. I was just going to ask if it was kid-friendly. So I have a question for you, because I get asked if it's kid-friendly all the time, and I really, my understanding of kid-friendly and, a parent's understanding of kid-friendly, I feel like might be different. So to you, what would you consider, kid-friendly? What are you looking for in a kid-friendly thing that, wouldn't be in a bubble bath for adults? Or are we asking for kid-friendly, just make I don't know. I don't have kids, so I don't understand the criteria people are looking for, and so I'm trying to figure that out so that I can provide better information. All right, I need more salt. So I need 4 cups of this salt, or 4 of these. So 1, 2. Probably need a little more than this, but it doesn't want me to scoop bigger. Ran to get supplies. Are we back, Trinidad? Yes, we are. Lovely. All right. So, I'm also going to make these salts blue. However, instead of going straight blue, I'm going to go more of a tealy blue to differentiate them a little bit more. Go on. So, let's see what kind of color we can get. Don't really want it to be a hugely strong color because I may augment it with blue as well. Squishy squish. rubbing all that salt in. Okay. I want a little more color. I'm a grandma. As far as bath salts go, I'm not sure what ingredients wouldn't be good for kiddos. I asked since I have kids bath bomb, since they have kids bath bomb and grown up bath bomb, I haven't done a comparison. So in my experience, kids bath bombs are just different scents and colors. I haven't seen any ingredient differences or things like that. I've also seen them, they tend to be a little smaller in size because usually when a kid's taking a bath, especially younger ages, they're not using as much water. So it may be more of a dilution thing. But that's as far as I've ever been able to tell. And so anytime I get asked that question, I've been starting to ask because I want to understand what people are looking for when they say that. Because like when people say all natural, it's not a regulated term. So instead of being like, well, natural isn't an all regulated term anymore, I ask people, what does natural mean to you now? Because it means something different to everybody. I've had people ask me for detox soaps. I'm like, okay, what does detox mean to you? And they usually look at me like, I don't know, you're supposed to be the one who knows what they're talking about. And I'm like, these aren't terms, people. These are things that advertisers put on things to sell them to you. But in terms of like safety for kids and things like that, we want to make sure that we're on the same page so that we understand where each other is. Yeah, it all means something different to everyone, so I've been trying to like quantify what it means to people. Because I'd hate to say for one person, do man buy this? Yeah, everybody buys this stuff. It could be for anyone. We don't put genders or ages or anything on our products. Anyone deserves a nice, fun bath. So, this one I'm dyeing right now is going to be our Spice from Dune. And so, Zulu listened to the first book, describes Spice as sparkling blue. So, we're gonna combine the idea of Spice from the movie and the idea of Spice from the books, and we're gonna add gold glitter to our blue powder. We're also gonna add actual spice to it. So, this is wet. So we're gonna add a lot of glitter. And then I have this apple pie spice blend. This is a bath safe apple spice blend. So it doesn't have cinnamon in it, even though it kind of smells like it does. It's mostly like appley and spicy and all the goodness, but it's gonna reinforce our cinnamon scent. And it's gonna look nice, kind of floating around looking like little sands and stuff. Okay, that's safely there, so we're gonna very gently mix this up, make sure I still like the color. So it should result in blue water or tealy blue water with gold and sandy particulate. Oh yeah, I like this. That's nice and sparkly. Okay. On with our next ingredients. We're gonna do half a cup of baking soda. Half a cup of citric acid. citric acid will get me every time. We're going to try making it well this time. New bag of this OSA. Thank you. Citric acid gets my nose every time. Every single time. Alright. Hold your breath. And some cornstarch. How's things over your way today, minus the seasoness? Things are great over this way. Here's my cinnamon. Where we got some good bath bombing in. Now we're making some salts. And, yeah. Being nice and creative. Oh yeah, that's a nice strong cinnamon. What's going on with the Doctor Who? Oh, so we've already pressed our Doctor Who bombs. We made some TARDIS bath bombs, which is what this liquid over here is. That's the bath water result from it. And I see the glitter. I probably could have gone a little heavier, but I like it. Ah, and it smells good. Okay. Gently mix this together. Yeah, it's got a really nice shine to it. It's definitely more of that deep cinnamony smell, which is hard to get soap safe. I'm surprised I found 2 fragrances that are soap safe, that are cinnamon, because cinnamon is not always body safe. So you gotta find synthetics. Like, I'd love to do like a cinnamon red hot soap, but there are no skin safe versions. Are you coming to smell it?
I was Legendary said that they're Doctor Who fans, so I just
Ooh! Yes, we made a Doctor Who soap. You can kind of see the TARDIS floating there in space.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Earthy, bitter spice.
Yeah.
And then...
It honestly smells like exactly what I would expect the spice to smell like.
Yeah, and then you want to grab a cup and test the color?
Sure.
Yeah. There's a potion bottle next to the sink if you want to use that.
That works. Just a little bit. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Wow. that is perfect.
Seal it.
Okay, there's
and
no way
then
to. Okay, yeah.
shake it.
Here, I'm gonna
Don't
put
you
more
have
water in
the?
there.
Yeah. You can fill it. We just gotta let the bubbles rise out for a second.
Yeah, the cap's right here. Not really a great way we can show this to the camera, but yeah, it reminds me of the Fremen's eyes.
That's kind of the color I was going for. Let it settle a second.
We're gonna see mostly bubbles on camera.
Yeah. It will settle and then we'll be able to show off the color once the bubbles settle.
Yeah, this is clean. We can put it in here. Yeah.
There's our color. That really aquamarine blue. Oh yeah, and you can see the spice and the glitter floating around in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Playing with water. We really do need to do a kiddie pool stream, a hot tub stream. That's a good scent. So the scent that I used is called Cinnamon Donut. And in the reviews, everyone complained, it smells too much like cinnamon. There's no donut scent. I agree with them, but that's why I bought it, because I was not looking for a donut scent. I'm surprising they don't dye you. So these are lake colorants that we use instead of dyes like some bath bomb companies use. And what lakes do is they're actually bound to oil instead of water or other tissues and stuff. So when we mix them with an oil, like the oils that we mixed in, it binds to the oil and then that oil mixes with your bath water and flushes away with it. So even when I do get it on my skin, it goes away very quickly. It's also not UV stable, so as soon as you go out in the sun, it starts to break down as well. So that's kind of what it does. But yeah, I am very pleased with that color. I am very pleased with this watercolor. That's an intense blue, and the glitter is just perfect. I was worried. We have a lot of blue or blue appearing bath salts, and so I wanted this one to look very different, and I think it looks quite different. It shouldn't be confused for the other ones. Oh, that cinnamon too. And it's that good like cassia cinnamon. Not like Moroccan cinnamon. So I just want to dig down to the bottom and make sure I got all of it. And this is, the glitter in this one is a mica-based glitter. So that's a good one. I think this will do well. Yeah, I think the Dune fans shall appreciate it. And even if you aren't a Dune fan, if you're just a cinnamon person. But yeah, the gold and the spice give it a really interesting color, dry. It's slowly clearing, but the wet is it's not dissimilar, but it's a little more vivid. And then that glitter in there is so pretty. But you may just have to get some when it goes on sale and figure it out for yourself, because it's really cool. Can you hold up the bottle one more time? Yeah, let's see if I can get the glitter to swirl. You can kind of see it swirling. Oh, you can kind of see it swirling around here. Swirly, swirly, swirly. Oh, hi, Freya. I like the new name. Always good to have fun new names. Raid! Did we just get another raid? I mean, wonderful problems. Welcome on in. Come on in. Enjoy yourself. Nice to see you again, Lavish. How are we doing? What have we been up to tonight? What have we been doing? Switch out my gloves if we do another one. We'll hang out for a minute. Making whip soap and some cold processed soap. Very nice. Do you have any photos of what you guys been doing tonight? We would love to see them if you do. You can go over to our Discord and put up photos or other things like that. What am I making? I am making bubbling bath salts. So they're part bubble bath, part bath salt. Whole lot of fun and kind of the best of both worlds. Thanks for the follows, guys. I am going to clean a bowl real quick, and we're gonna make one more. I think we're gonna make some pickle. Make some pickle Rick for our convention cycle. All right, bring this out of my way. One more bowl. I have more bowls. Yes, I do. There's one. There's clean and then completely dry. Yes, I have a Pickle Rick bath bomb mold and I love it. I call it Kosher Dick Richard though. Nice. Yeah, we do a pickle brine bath salts so you can brine yourself. And we're doing convention season. So we thought, why not have a little fun and theme it this year? So that's what we're doing. I must away. I'll come back another day. Hugs and good to meet you all. Thank you so much for coming in, Legendary. We appreciate you. Come back anytime. You're always welcome here. Filling up my Epsom salts. More Epsom salts. 1, 2, 3. All right. So to make my very pickly green, we're actually going to start off yellow. And some rubbing alcohol to make it stick. And some gloves so I'm not yellow for the next hour or two. Mixing this this up. We want a good yellow base to get that really bright pickly green. Nice and bright. We're gonna go in with a little bit of teal. Yes, there we go. We're gonna go a little bit darker because it's gonna lighten up when we add our other ingredients. So a little more teal, a little more yellow. Feeling dry, so a little more alcohol. There, that's what I'm looking for. That should lighten up nicely. All right, I'm gonna let this dry out for a second. I need to grab my pickle fragrance oil, which I left in the other room because I was not planning on doing this ritual. Where you left it, is it? Ever. Alright, I got my pickle fragrance oil. It was too green to be picked up by your shenanigans. Good. Alright, let's add in our other ingredients. We're gonna add in our baking soda. Citric acid. Some salsa. Heavy salsa. And some cornstarch. Then we're gonna take our pickle fragrance, just enough, and some avocado oil. Then we'll go ahead and mix this up. Get that salsa mixed in first because it's an irritant until it is. Of course, I knew it would work. Of course you did, Zulu. No one doubted you for a minute. I actually want more yellow in here. With all the other fragrances going around right now, the pickle's more subtle than usual. Oh, until you get up in there, and then it's definitely a pickle. Make sure we're nice and mixed, but it looks like we are. And there's our beautiful pickle. There's no bad time for a pickle, Aram. No bad time for a pickle. Enjoy your pickle. No! If you live in Texas, you could favor a pickle. Or DoorDash a pickle. Oh, our water has died down a little more, so you can kind of see it a little bit. Oddly, I could go for some olives right now. How is that odd, Zulu? You like olives all the time. All of the time. Yay! Fat jokes should be applauded more often. All right, guys. So we made 3 bath bombs and 3 salts. And I think that is the place to call it for tonight. We're going to do a little bit of a bonus stream tomorrow to get some painting done so that we can clear some trays for next week's bomb production. So we got 5 done this week. We'll probably do another 5 next week. I gotta see what my timing's looking like, because I also gotta do some whipped sugar scrubs, or I guess just sugar scrubs. I don't really whip them that well. And then, but I don't like doing those on stream. They're not very interesting on stream. And I gotta kind of work fast and concentrate. No offense, but I can't concentrate with all of you here. You're too much fun. But yeah, I think that will do good. Yeah. Zulu, let's see who is out there in the universe to raid out to, because I think it is that time. A little shorter streams than we have been doing for a while, but there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it being a little quieter on some days, especially as we lead up to the convention. Need a few more breaks in between as we gear up for all of that. But we shall see what we shall see. A fellow MCS member. That's not something we do very often. Who are we going on out to? Well, definitely go get some sleep, Aram. We gotta get some sleep in. Amanda and Maui, let's go see some knitting. I love knitting. It's beautiful. Thank you guys for joining us again. We will be back tomorrow evening for a bonus stream, for a painting stream, for as long as that takes. We'll see you then. Bye!